War zone Raisena Hill, India's seat of power, under siege. An unprecedented uprising sweeping the capital, but the government fiddled as Delhi was erupting. Finally, simmering anger exploded. The police retaliated with a brutal crackdown. Even women were not spared. There was one question rising amidst the din and clamor. Why are our leaders living in ivory towers? Why can't they feel the pulse of the people?
There was this anger which it seems the government hadn't really anticipated. It's now the Chief Minister is saying it's really good that such an outpouring has taken place because it's the only way that any real action can be achieved. I'll try and speak to a few of the people who are over here. There are these men, which is really heartening about this entire episode, is the fact that it's not just women who've come out and protest, it's also men who've come. Why are you over here? आपको किस बात का गुस्सा है? आप यहाँ पर क्यों हैं? किस चीज के लिए आपको zero tolerance?
We are against the rape. We are against the criminals. We don't want this. We respect women. And that's the point. We want to respect the women.
And that's the important message that you think needs to be sent across, that it's only when men and women start respecting each other, that is when crimes like these can stop.
Of course, it always happens like this. You know, in a country like ours, this is the capital. For heaven's sake, if the capital is not safe, nothing is safe.
What exactly are your demands? You've all come out here. What are your demands? You've come here, you are advocating zero tolerance. What do you want?
We want justice, that's it. Nothing else. We just want them to hang him. That's it.
Alright, and Aditya, that's really the kind of anger that we are seeing. People want immediate justice, and that is the anger that may come out in demands that are not really achievable, but there are several other suggestions as well, which are practical suggestions about fast-track courts that need to be put in place immediately across the country. These are a few of the snapshots that we are getting from India Gate.
The situation that we are witnessing here is absolutely unprecedented. On my left are the barricades which are manned. That's how you've been blocked out here. What are you going to do now?
हमें सिर्फ राष्ट्रपति तक जाना है. हम यही क्वेश्चन करना चाहते हैं कि हम लड़के आगे आए या आप आगे आना चाहते हो. ये हिंदुस्तान की मान सम्मान की बात है. हम सब हिंदू हैं.
Excuse me, please tell us. Please.
You just open this barrier, otherwise we will do it. Can't you do that?
What do you want? Where are you wanting?
ये पुलिस जो यहाँ खड़ी है, अभी हमें रोकने के लिए खड़ी है. जब ये रेप केसेस होते हैं तो क्या करती है? कहाँ घूमती रहती है? किस जगह बैठी रहती है? तब ये पुलिस नहीं होती इतनी एक्टिव. आज
बुलाया जाए वरना हमें अंदर जाने दिया जाए. राष्ट्रपति जी को यहाँ बुलाया जाए.
ये बहने हटा दिया जाए या सरकार को बाहर बुलाओ. जब बनाई हमने सरकार ने तो हम तोड़ भी सकते हैं इसको.
Historic situation. This is an unprecedented situation. On one hand, we have the Rajpath, which is getting ready to host the Republic Day celebrations. But on the same street, we are seeing that the people of the capital are absolutely not happy. They do not feel that there is anything worth celebrating as far as our democratic setup, our administration is concerned. And they obviously feel aggrieved at the fact that their own police, that their own administration has absolutely and coherently and consistently failed to protect them. There is obviously palpable anger on the streets, and these policemen who are actually guarding are going to have a very tough job ahead. As you can see here, the protesters are trying to break through, and they have actually successfully broken through this entire area. It does seem a very peculiar situation. We just hope that there is nothing which comes out of it, but clearly right now it's a very distressing situation. People have managed to break free from those barriers which you see are now only lying, biting dust on the ground. The people have managed to overcome those barricades despite so much of police presence, despite so much of administration's arrangement. They managed to go through those blockades. They managed to emerge out of that. And now, as you can see on your screens, they are headed to meet, come what may, the first citizen of our country. They are headed now towards the Rashtrapati Bhavan in a situation that emerges and shows the incapability and the absolute failure of the police and the administration from being able to stop these protesters.
We will show to the country that we are with that girl. That girl is our sister.
In that situation here, we're seeing the police out in full numbers. They're going towards. They just tried to attack the media as well. This is what. Look at that! A senior citizen being beaten up out there. Police out in full numbers trying to regain their premise. Journalists being assaulted. This is an unprecedented situation. Everything that has happened from this morning onwards has been unprecedented. If we can just go to this side, the police is now charging onto the people. We are seeing how the youngsters are being beaten up by the police out here. You see what is happening out here? This situation is unparalleled. At the power center here, at the Raisina Hill, there is lathi charge, tear gas being sprayed across, people being beaten, but they are not ready as of now to just vacate and hand over the areas to the police who are out here in large numbers. And now it seems that the police is retreating with the charge of the people. Look at this! Look at this! Look at this situation. The people are now charging onto the police, and the police out there is fleeing. Is fleeing from the scene. Is fleeing. This is yet another charge by the police now towards the protesters.
Not the way to do. They are not. They are cowards.
State of India from my side.
मैंने देखा यहाँ पर लड़कियों को मारा है, लड़कियों तक को मारा है, आवाज नहीं है, इतनी गलत जगह से मारा है, गलत हरकतें देख रहे हैं आप पूरी की पूरी, हर जगह हर बंदे को, एक बंदे को रोड पे लेटा कर मारा पुलिस ने।
But whatever we saw out here, it looks like a riot affected situation. There's another tear gas which has been fired from the area. Things certainly slipping out of control here at the Raisina complex.
They should feel sick what they are doing. Don't they have small kids? They are hitting everybody. They are hitting, doing lathi charge. Are we not kids? Okay, बच्चे होंगे, इनके जैसे होंगे, मेरे जैसे होंगे. These are the criminals.
I think the government should feel ashamed and right now take a decision and
Not for there. यहाँ पर बिल्कुल कंप्लीट अन्याय हो रहा है हमारे ऊपर. एक्चुअली यहाँ पर हमें जो चाहिए वो हमें डिनाई करा जा रहा है कंप्लीट.
that the Indian police does not understand that instead of beating us, they should beat the rapists. We are not here to protect the rapists. We are here to tell them to do something about it.
राहुल गांधी जी यूथ आइकन बनते हैं, अभी वो कहाँ हैं? उनको बुलाइए, बात कराइए हमसे.
दिल्ली पुलिस पीछे लोग खड़े हैं, लोग आगे आ रहे हैं, पर ये बात करने का मौका नहीं दे रहे हम लोगों को.
You see, one of the most important points that we found here is that these protesters are being dealt with using tear gas and other such items from the police's side, but clearly they were not here for this. They were here to engage in a dialogue, and they say that dialogue and justice is what has been denied to them.
The rallying cry here at India Gate is that of justice. The anger has manifested itself in the form of all these people here who come here seeking justice. You are asking for justice. What is it that you want?
उन हत्यारों को हमें सौंप दीजिए. हम उनकी मोटी-मोटी नोच डालेंगे. हम न्याय देंगे. हम न्याय के विरुद्ध लड़ेंगे. हम उनकी मोटी-मोटी नोचेंगे. फांसी की सजा उनके लिए कुछ भी नहीं है. जैसे उस बच्ची का एक लम्हा दर्द में गुजर रहा है, जिंदा लाश बना दिया, ऐसे हम उनको मार डालेंगे.
There are extreme reactions here, but are these really demands that can be met. What is it that you want here today when you've come to India?
Just for justice, nothing else. Just only for justice.
Tell me, you're a young woman, you're here. What is it that has made you angry, which brought you here?
What makes me angry is that there have been numerous cases like this. There have been uncountable accounts like this, and still the Delhi government does not suggest permanent solutions. What they say is don't get out of the house after 6 p.m. What kind of permanent solution is that? Why not suggest police reforms? Filtration into the police should be made a more harder process than just anyone getting in. I think we need more permanent solutions than stupid frivolous solutions being made on the drop of a hat, like don't get out of the house after 6 p.m. The government wants women to earn money by going to BPOs, working their ass off at night, but they do not want us to get out of the house at 6 p.m. So they want the money, but then they can't even suggest permanent solutions for our safety. So what we as women want are more permanent solutions for our benefit.
Tell me this, you're a young woman. Is there something about what happened which touched a chord with you, that you felt unsafe and that's why you've come out here?
Yeah, we are young, we are on our own, we go out on our own. Now, because of this, we can't go out. Our parents, can't go out. There's no safety. I mean, normal people are watching this and oh, security guard is raping you. What more do you want?
I just want to take a final word from you, through us. Is there something you want to tell the government? Because they say that we are going to take action. What is it you want to tell them?
सरकार को ये समझना चाहिए कि पूरा हिंदुस्तान उस लड़की के लिए और आगे आने वाले इन क्राइम के लिए खड़ी हुई है। अगर अभी भी सरकार हमारी मांगों को पूरी नहीं करेगी या हमें जस्टिस नहीं मिलेगा तो हम लोग शांत नहीं होंगे।
That really is the message that the government needs to wake up to. This is the anger that's not going to end anytime soon. If concrete action is not taken, if justice is not seen to be done, this anger is not going to dissipate in a hurry.
It has become a cycle here at Raisina Hill. Delhi police, who has failed the people of the Delhi, they have not come out to support them when they were in distress. Now using brutal force against these young students, those who have been protesting here. Water cannon has been used, tear gas has been used. Every time they push them away, these people come back. You can see behind me the police, Delhi police and rapid action force in all pepped up, all geared up in riot protection gear. They have used batons. Many of these students have been injured in this. A lot of them have also fainted. A few of them because of the tear gas. Angry voices there. Delhi police fails to protect you on the street, but when you come out here for justice, they use cannons and
They're beating their own citizens, and this is called Delhi police. This is called to help us. They're not helping us. They're beating us.
I am outside the place where the police, being absolutely brutal on the protesters, are shelling tear gas, have opened water cannons and are doing lathi charge. As you can see, protesters are coming back, and it is a situation which is beyond explanation. These protesters were heading towards Raisina Hill when the police decided to resort to tear gas shelling as an option to disperse the crowd. There's a mob which is crying. People are desperate to get out of here only because they were demanding justice. The question is this the government's way of answering to the protesters? Is this the government's answer to the questions of the people around here? As you can see, there are numbers in thousands. People are spread across this area. And the only thing and you can see myself too, everything here is so strong, we are unable to open our eyes. The situation is really bad. This cannot be the justice that the government is offering to the citizens.
this is the face of Delhi police's brutality on these young students, those who were demanding justice here at the Raisina Hill. They wanted an audience with the first citizen of the country, and this is what they have got. Water cannons, tear gas and batons being used against them. These young men and women have not come here for any violence. What they were asking was an audience with the first citizen of the country, and this is what Delhi police has given them in return. I have a few young people with me. You guys were up, and this is what they have given you?
Yeah, they are like fighting with smoke firing each and everywhere. और उन्होंने वाटर कैनन से हमला किया है वहाँ पर, इवन लड़कियों तक को नहीं छोड़ा है, उन्होंने डंडों से मारा है उन्हें.
We are here on the way to Rasena Hill with a bunch of young men who are supporting this cause, which has really struck a chord across the nation. आप बताइए हमको, आपको गवर्नमेंट की क्या डिमांड है?
हम लोग लड़के ही बहुत सारे लड़के सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हमारी बहनें भी इसमें शामिल होती हैं.
It seems that the authorities have had enough now, and we are consistently being witnessed to large-scale tear gas firing, so much so that it's difficult to even stand here at this point in time and report. But as you see out here, it does seem now that the Delhi police and the government authorities have made up their mind that come what may, they will be dispersing the mob from this point onwards. They will not allow them to further. Look at that. Look at that. They have decided that this is it. Enough has been enough. They are not going to allow the crowd to continue to gather onto the streets. But I do not think that the crowd is really demoralized, because you can see those large groups actually converging. Those large groups are actually converging onto the area, not really paying much heed to what the government is doing right now. It goes to show that the determination is absolutely there. Now you see there, there's a lathi charge going on onto these people. You see people are running helter-skelter. There is a large-scale lathi charge. People are running now away from the Rasena Hill. This is a very strong charge from the side of the police. They're trying their best to curb this. Look at that. Those are pitched battles being fought between students. They are not hiding their face. They're out in the open. They're fighting those policemen. You can see what is happening there. The situation actually turning on its table. Now they're actually beating up a policeman. This is unprecedented. What are they doing? Over there, they're beating up. Come here. Extremely difficult a circumstance to report from. However, we are bringing to you what has actually transpired on this very historic and a very sad day for the democracy of this country. Police is now out in large numbers, firing tear gas shells, dispersing the mob from this place. Yet we don't think that they're stopping. Let's have a word with them. Why are you still going ahead, ma'am? What are you trying to say?
We want justice. We want just justice. They're trying to scare people. दिल्ली की पुलिस का गुस्सा उस वक्त कहाँ था जब उस लड़की का बलात्कार हो रहा था. 2 घंटे तक उस लड़की के साथ उस बस के अंदर रेप हुआ है. दिल्ली के पॉश एरियाज में वो बस घुमाई जा रही थी. तब ये पुलिस को होश नहीं है, तब इनको होश नहीं है कि लाठी चार्ज करना चाहिए. और आज
आप लोग सभी स्टूडेंट्स, यंगस्टर्स हैं. आप लोगों से कोई यहाँ बात करने आया था पहले?
कोई बात करने नहीं आया. किसी भी पॉलिटिशियन की हिम्मत नहीं हुई कि इस क्राउड को फेस कर सके.
So you see, this is the common grouse among people. Where are our leaders? Why are they simply being met with this brute force with the police? Now the police is obviously assembling in larger numbers for perhaps one final assault. But you see, what is the remarkable part here? The remarkable part here is that the people are not retreating. The people are not retreating every time they are charged upon. And now we're seeing even the rapid action force out there, those blue helmets, they are the ones from the CRPF. Rapid action force elements also now put into the picture. All of this actually going to show that while the protesters who are here, some of them even, we can say, indulge in vandalism, they are being met here with a large force from the police's side. But why is there no attempt being made? And this is something that even a lot of youngsters told us, is that there is no attempt being made to talk to them. And all that they're seeing is the brute force of the police.
Right.
cries of "We want justice, hand down and take money from us." A lot of anger on the streets of Delhi, and right at the foot of Raisina Hill, people have come knocking at the door of the president of the country, demanding security for women on the streets of Delhi and in the country. As you can see, a sea of people have assembled outside right next to Raisina Hill, and they are all protesting against the lack of security in Delhi and in the country. As you can see, people are holding banners, posters, they are up on poles, clearly showing their anger and refusing to budge from the position. Let's talk to a few people who assembled over here. What do you have to say about the law and order situation, and how long do you plan to stay here?
As long as possible, we will go here for taking the justice. हम justice लेके जाएंगे, but हम नहीं जाएंगे यहाँ से.
People refusing to budge from this spot, clearly saying that they will not move from here until and unless they are delivered justice. Asking you, you're a man, how does it feel when women are raped on the city, in the streets of Delhi?
Very shameful. What's the matter? Very shameful.
I can quickly show you these visuals again. The skirmishes between the police and the protesters going violent. Policemen have charged them. There is bait and charge on these protesters, but it also is a result because the patience that these protesters had since morning has finally run out. They are right now, the situation almost went out of hand. They broke some barricades, they broke this DTC bus, if you can see behind me, and after that the police resorted to bait and charge, and again the crowds gearing up, all of them regrouping and charging towards the police. This is exactly what you can see, these police personnel running behind, and now stones are being hurled. Stones are being hurled by these protesters on your screen. Never seen visuals here at Raisina. You can see these policemen throwing these stones at the protesters, and as of now the police officers trying to shield themselves, they are now charging towards the protesters. Shiv, you can see these visuals, huge stones being thrown at them, and now the policemen are retaliating. They are retaliating towards these people. The situation is going out of control. Somebody will be required by somebody to come and calm the situation down.